Badger! So, where have I been? What's been going on? I've been silent. What am I riding? That's the question. Why am I so tall? Why am I massive? Bloody massive. It's because I'm standing up on what is commonly known as a tank. This is a BMW R1200 GS Adventure. And why have I got this bike? Well, if you follow me again on Facebook and Twitter, you will have known that me and my good friend Charlie Speed, his real name for the drug initialized of you, his real name, Charlie Speed, you will know that we just did a trip. And we were trying to kind of break a, I guess it's an unofficial, oh, I'm not going to get through that. I guess it's an unofficial world record. I don't know what the actual record is, but because of everything that's going on, I fancied like a bit of a challenge and a bit of a long kind of hard touring ride, really. So we came up with the idea of trying to visit as many countries as possible in 24 hours. And it actually took... Hang on, let me just recline my windscreen because I've done my motorway riding now. And yeah, so we came up with this idea: do as many countries as possible in 24 hours. So like straight riding, just ride into as many countries, go, yeah, we're in wherever it is, and then fuck off to the next one. And I thought it'd be quite easy, just jump on the bike and do it. It actually took a lot of organisation. And we spoke to BMW, and they kindly lent us 2 of these bikes. Of course, we did it with Dan Easy as well, and they lent us the gear and all that shit. And a few other sponsors, which I'll mention along the way. Anyway, the interesting bit. So we started off in Serbia, which is in Eastern Europe, and made our way through Croatia, Bosnia, Hungary, and all the way up to Holland in 24 hours. And it was both amazing and extremely hard. But we wanted bikes basically with massive tanks, because I think that well, I don't think I know now, that is the biggest obstacle when you're trying to do long distance timed events, is you just keep running out of fuel. Oh, this is not really the bike to be doing this on. Thank you. So, and this bike's got like a I think it's something like a 32 litre tank, something mental. And it sounds pretty awesome as well. What's around here? So, yeah, so we managed to convince BMW to lend us a couple of these. Barnstormer BMW sorted it all out, and they were fucking awesome, I've got to say. So a massive thank you to everyone down there. And yeah, we did it. So we did. If you don't want to know the result, by the way, because there's a couple of videos coming out of the actual trip, and I'm just about to put up a trailer for it. But if you don't want to know the result, look away now. So we managed to do 14 countries in 21 hours, and it was 1,300 miles in one solid riding session. And for anyone that's ridden any long distances will know that that is pain. That is pain, honestly. Even on this, it's painful. And it's not just physical kind of pain. You get mentally fatigued. That's the worst bit about it. You kind of, you know, it's 2 AM and you're caning it through Germany on an autobahn at like stupid 140 mile an hour. And you just can't, like, tail lights in the distance play tricks on you, and you think, is the road going left? Is it going right? had to rely on the sat-nav, which is, mixed reviews of this sat-nav actually. As a device and being a computer on the bike, it's incredible. Look, I mean, there's a little controller here and you can just flick through everything. So you can have your speed displayed. These are all the options, thousands, like tyre pressures, fuel economy. It's insane. It's a proper luxury motorcycle, I'd say. Anyway, where was I? Oh, look at this. Targa. No good to you now, though, is it, mate? You wanna get yourself a motorbike? That was an MP4-12C. Diddly doddly. Thank you, bus driver. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. So yeah, so we did that many countries. Try not to ruin it. In 21 hours. And yeah, it was your mind plays tricks on you when you're that tired. When you've been in the saddle for like 18 hours, you're just like, what is going on? And it's a hell of an achievement. And whether anyone's done it before, I don't actually really know. I mean, we tried to approach Guinness with a saying, can you ratify this as a world record, or if anyone's done it before, or what the status is. And they came back, come on, oh, what a prick. And they came back saying they do not condone point-to-point timed records on public roads due to health and safety. So, but if they actually looked at it closer, they'd realise that actually the fastest way to do it is to sit at 65, 70 miles an hour, i.e. your best fuel economy, and just munch out the miles. Because that's what kills you. You just keep having to stop. You know, and this bike normally has got a 280 tank range, 300 tank range, 300 miles. But when we were sitting on the autobahn at 130, we were getting like 20 mpg instead of like 48 or whatever is normal. So that's what kills you, is the fuel economy. Anyway. So we did it, it's awesome, there's some videos coming out soon, and that's why I'm on this massive bike. But, you know what? I know it's proper old man territory, this, but I fucking love this bike. I love it. It's not what I thought it would be at all. I thought when it turned up it would be slow, it would be boring, it would be like, hello, I've got a longer beard than normal, and it's slightly greying, and I've got a GS R1200. We like wearing high-vis jackets and playing bridge on Friday nights. And that's what I thought it would be, but it's not like that at all. It's actually awesome. I mean, it is massive. Like, filtering on it is not easy. Let's get that out of the way. It's definitely not a filtering bike. However, I think the reason it doesn't work as a town bike is not necessarily the filtering. I think it's the gearing. The first gear is really short, and second gear is quite long. So you'll probably see later when we get further into the traffic that I get stuck between no man's land of which gear to be in. I don't want to be revving its nuts off, because it is a powerful, torquey bike, this. It's only 125 brake horsepower and it's fucking heavy, but the torque on it is pretty good. So it's oh, did I just go through that speed camera? Fucking hell. It's very and in fact, actually, before I go any more criticising this, the main criticism I got, it's very difficult to quickly glance down and see the speedo, what speed you're doing. You have to kind of get used to it. Come on, love. You can do this for me. No? Nothing? Right, well, I'll just smash your shit up then. Thanks, bitch. But yeah, the gearing, that's what I find kind of the most annoying, awkward part of this bike. It's just not quite set up right for town riding, but it's got a lot to kind of encompass in its own field of specialism. It's a pretty good all-round bike. You know, you can tour on it on the roads, you can do long distances, you can go off-road on it, and actually just, you know, flicking it through town, it's actually a very light, manoeuvrable bike. It's just the physical width of it. Look at this dude. Awesome. So yeah, so we did that, and there's some shit coming out soon. and a massive thank you already. I said I'd thank her for letting us use the music for this trailer, and that's a massive thank you going out to Wendy Rae Fowler. I'll put a link in the description. Really, really nice girl, and been really supportive and let me use her music for loads of stuff. So thank you very much, Wendy. Come on, fuckhole. You got so much room. This bike's got a quick shifter on it. Well, shift assist. So loud. But yeah, I genuinely like this bike. Come on then. I genuinely like this bike. I enjoy it. It's kind of like when you wake up in the morning, especially with all this winter shit that's about to happen to us. You wake up in the morning and you think, oh god, do I want to get on a super sports bike, especially with no traction or ABS, and battle through the wind and rain? Part of me says yes I do, because that's kind of the person I am. But the rain and the wind doesn't bother you on this. That's the key. It just doesn't bother you. You're just like, yeah, well, I don't give a shit if it's raining. I don't give a shit if it's windy. I don't give a shit if there's leaves everywhere and it's all muddy and crap. Because it takes the abuse. It kind of relishes the abuse. You know, steering lock is excellent. Steering lock, turning circle is excellent. Wind protection is excellent. I've been in this in the rain and my jacket hasn't even got wet. And when you get tired in the saddle, I mean, being able to just stand up, you might not think it's a good thing or you know, something to rave about, but just be able to stand up, it's just so nice. You know, just stretch the legs. Get the uncomfortable bum out of the way. Getting cock shots. The horse is going mental. Mental, chicken oriental. And it's actually, as a big human being, I am quite large. It feels nice to have a bike that is large. Although it is proper hard to manoeuvre at slow speed, as in moving it round off the stand and doing all that stuff. I don't like it at all. I struggle. I now realise what short people have to go through with normal sized bikes, because this is probably about the right size for me as a motorcycle. And oh, the feeling of it wobbling when you're pushing it round, it's like, oh god, oh no, no, no. I understand, shorties, I understand your pain. So anyway, so that's what I've been doing. Croatia, Bosnia, Eastern Europe, trying to clear my head, figure out what's going on in my life, what am I doing, oh my god, why are we here? All that Homo sapien shit. But just flicking it around town, it's actually an excellent bike. It's got electronic suspension, traction control, ABS, tyre pressure monitors, satellite navigation. It's a technically excellent vehicle. It's just massive. Oh, there's so many fucking Ferraris everywhere. Oh, and the joys of a top box. I'm getting old. I am getting old. Fuck you. I am getting old. But just being able to stick a load of crap in a box, come out for a ride and go, yeah, it's alright, I've got all my waterproofs, got everything I need, got a sandwich, got a, you know, whatever. It's glorious to have that flexibility and just leave it all in the top box. Oh god, I am old. My beard is growing actually, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe if I shave the beard, I'll stop wanting BMW GS's. It's like a bit like Samson and his hair. But yeah, look how purposeful and beastly that looks. It looks like an army bike. I can love it. Anyway, I'm going to go and smoke a pipe and put the slippers on. Ciao.